Senator Bernie Sanders wants Congress to start negotiating over government spending. He says, oh, keep it separate from the debt ceiling battle. Separate them out. Congressman Bill Johnson, Republican from Ohio, joins me now. Congressman, what do you think about separating it out? Work on the debt ceiling, fine. Negotiate on spending.
Yeah, look, Stuart, the last 8 major reforms in budgeting and appropriating in Washington came about as a result of negotiating over the debt limit. Republicans have done their job. We are negotiating. We are talking about spending. We're not only talking about spending, we're talking about how to save taxpayer dollars and how to grow the economy. So we've given the Democrats, we've given Chuck Schumer and Bernie Sanders, we've given them a framework to work with. Let's come to the table and let's do the right thing for the American people.
But are the Republicans united in the House? I noticed that 4 of them voted against Speaker McCarthy's bill. You can't go forward unless you're really united.
Well, I think the reason that you saw some people vote against it is because for some, even what we've done is not enough. And I can certainly empathize with that. There is so much that we need to do to curb the spending curve in the opposite direction. So I think the proof is in the pudding. And I think the fact that Kevin McCarthy got this passed in the House demonstrates that Republicans can, and we did.
It's been, what, 3 months now since the train derailment in East Palestine. 1 resident still experiencing illnesses. Congressman, just listen to this for a second and roll that tape.
A lot of it is stomach pain, constant stomach pain. It feels like stabbing in my stomach. I've had a shortness of breath. I've tried to go to the hospital a few times because of it, and they're telling me that I don't meet criteria. I didn't know if it was a chemical burn or if it was from the dioxins or why it's only on the one side of my face and not the other.
All right, Congressman, I believe you've asked the president to come to East Palestine and see it. Has he responded?
No, the president has not been there. Stuart, I have been on the ground, was for several weeks during the first few weeks after the derailment. I'm constantly there. I'll be there again this week, next week. I'm going to be having the EPA Administrator, Michael Regan, in front of my subcommittee talking about the EPA's budget, and I'll get an update from him at that point. Look, we're not going to take any claims or any concerns about health implications. We're not going to diminish those or take those for granted. We're going to address in each and every one of them. I told the people of East Palestine from the very beginning, this is not over until they say that it's over. I'm grateful that they have a health clinic, a free health clinic under the Department of Ohio Health and the local health authorities. If Ms. Miller has a health concern, I urge her to go to that clinic. She will not be charged.
Got it. Congressman Bill Johnson, thank you very much for joining us, sir. Much appreciated. See you later.